All right, welcome to another episode of Stage Talk here at the Stage Uncle Mike's. I'm filling in for Jason Jewett today, so you get a look at my ugly face. But we're going to have a good time, and I would like to introduce you to Geo TG or Triple G, aka however you like. He's a man of many names. And we also have Jacob Lucero that's going to be on the stage with us as well
How's
for
it
this
going?
episode.
Thank you for having us, man.
Thank you.
Thank you guys, man, for coming and spending some time out of your schedule to come and sit and talk with us about what's going on.
Oh no, of course, man. Music has always been a passion of mine. So any time spent with music is never a waste. You feel me?
I hear you, Jacob.
Thanks for having chairs.
It's better than standing. You've been doing podcasts. I've seen you on Geo's.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so-
Yeah.
Thank you for the energy and the time and letting me be able to say what I can for what I love.
Amazing, amazing. So I'm gonna call you Triple G. So we're gonna make this
Okay.
official. Triple G,
Yes, sir.
man. We are just talking about the podcasting. You know what I mean, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You got your own couple of podcasts too. You know what I mean.
Oh,
Why don't you
yeah.
tell us about them?
Okay, so first, I am a part of a few different projects, is what I call them. Because nothing's ever official. Anything can change with time. Nothing has ever been written in stone. But yes, I am a part of Dank Times, which is actually ran by my girl, and I'm just the yes man. You know what I mean? She's like, hey, we gotta do a video, and I'm just like, yes, ma'am. So I'm just like, that's something that I really gotta be doing. And then I do Potent Talk, which was with RJ. He is currently in Cali right now, so Potent Talk is kind of just a more spontaneous type of thing when we feel like it, because just like here, like audio setup and everything, connection is a big thing because of where he's at. So yeah, we actually recently had a podcast where he had a earthquake hit during the podcast. So that was something that also happened too on one of our podcasts. But yeah, I appreciate you for having us, man.
Hey, I'm glad to have you, man. And I watched that episode as well, man. I follow you. I like what you got
Oh,
going
I
on.
appreciate it. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, especially with the shout outs that you're doing now, highlighting the different artists. Talk a
Yeah,
little bit more
bro.
about that. That's pretty amazing
So
too.
I started recently doing reviews on music, and I call it Artists You Should Know. And the reason why I've been doing Artists You Should Know is just because there is so much raw talent going around, and it's not how people think. A lot of people, when they think of hip hop, they think of old school hip hop such as NWA. They think of like violence and stuff like that. But then now that is literally in every type of song, every type of music and everything. But still, hip hop is still one of the things that has always been countered and pointed at. Like, you do hip hop, so we don't do that. A lot of people who rap and everything that I know and that I've been shouting out, they actually put their heart, soul, everything into this music, and it's not just what it shows. A lot of people just look at the history of hip hop and think, okay, well, that's deceiving. You're just preaching something bad, and it never really is nothing like that. You just have to listen to the words.
Yeah.
The delivery, the beat don't matter. The words is what matters. You know what I mean? And that's what I've been wanting to show people.
I do know, and I appreciate that. That's great what you're doing, and I really like it, man. Jacob, tell me how you met this guy and how you got involved with what's going on.
We knew each other since James Bigley started fifth grade. That's just whenever we just like, we didn't know each other, but we had to know each other,
Yeah, So the crazy thing about it is, I started in James Bigley. I actually was born here, went to Mexico, went to Minnesota, came back whenever I was like 9. So like 5th grade, like he said, and then yeah, he was just one of the other kids that like I was cool with because we were just quiet in class. We actually didn't start making music up until like 2015, 14.
Yeah, it was just in the air till then, as much as we could make it with all the other stuff on our plate. This was our favorite.
And honestly, just like everything else that we do, it's a hobby. Everything that we do is a hobby. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't want to sit there and be like, oh, I do this to do it. I do this because I want views. I do this because, no, honestly, I got a real job. I got a real life. This has always been a hobby of mine. And just, being able to do something like this with you, with the setup that you have, it's a blessing. You know what I mean? No matter how I look at it, no matter how it's happened, I never in my life did I think this would happen. I dropped a song back in 2018 called Stuck in the Struggle. And I had people hitting me up, hey, you want to do shows, you want to do, and I was doing it for a while, and I was like, you know what, I have homies that know how to do the same thing I do, and that's whenever I was like, you know what, come on, let's do this together. Like shit, we can make as much music, we can as many different styles like y'all guys are gonna hear today. We have a lot of different styles. It's not just one.
And you hit it right there. Stuck in the struggle. You know, we all know that as musicians, songwriters. You know what I mean, and
For sure.
performers. It is a task and it is a struggle. You know, getting out, and that's what we're doing, and we appreciate you guys making it out to the stage. I mean, what goals do you see for your guys in the future? As far as I know, you have your individual music, and you do stuff together as well, which we're going to be doing this evening. You know, so tell us more about that stuff.
When it comes to goals in the music, like I would never really put a finish line to it. I either do it because I love it or I stop loving it. So as long as I'm getting my responsibilities done, hopefully I could have like this bike in the future to still do what I want to do, even if it ain't the X Games. It's what I could do on my bike, my music, you know. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like we were literally talking about that earlier. He asked me, he was like, if you were to measure me from 1 to 100, what would you say? And I flat out said, I was like, bro, your last song, I would have rated it 100. And then this song that we just dropped that we were working on, I was like, I would rate it 100. So I'm going to sit here, I'm going to give you an 89. He looked at me, he's like, what? I was like, because there's always room for improvement. You showed me that with this song that you made. What we always aim for is to make our last song better than, or to make this song better than our last song. You know, and then not just that, make sure it has meaning. There's a lot of people who whenever they think of music, they think of the meaning. They think of deceiving. They think of, okay, it has no goals. There's no culture in it. And something that we do is we've always provided a story. We've always included the culture. And I hope that's something that y'all can hear tonight too.
Well, we look forward to it, and I'm excited to have you guys both out here, you know, and looking forward to seeing the show. And thank you again for those of you watching, and come back for another episode. If you'd like to say anything else, go ahead.
Yeah, go check me out on other ones. Like I said, Dang Times, Potent Talk. Follow TG Pro Productions on Facebook. And yeah, I just really hope that you enjoy what we do. Only reason why we do this is just because it brings us joy, and I hope it brings you as much joy as it brings us.
Yeah, for me it does. Go ahead, Jay.
yo, if you single, then watch.
Don't forget to like and follow on all the social media platforms. For us here at Uncle Mike's, the stage.
Shout out Uncle Mike's Portales. Man, y'all doing big things, bro. I be seeing what you're doing too, and it really does warm my heart knowing that you saying that like you watch everything we do, because I watch everything you do. You know what I mean? And that's cool to know that mutual respect is there. You know what I mean?
That's what it's about. Musicians support musicians, man.
Yes, sir,
you know
man.
what I mean? Oh, just one more thing before I cut. I would actually like for you to bring up your comedy stuff, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So I am dabbling in comedy. I am trying to do my best. It's more always just been stories that I know, things that I've been through. I came to Uncle Mike's a time before, and I did a little bit of comedy, and then I did a charity event back in, I want to say 2020, 2021, and I did comedy there as well. Yeah, if like I said, I want to do a little bit of everything. I don't want to just be known as one thing. One trick pony. I call myself the jack of all trades.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be modern day Leonardo DiCaprio, or wait, no, that's Leonardo da Vinci.
That's
I'm
the way
sorry.
to work it. Man of multi-talents, man. Triple G. Thank you again for coming up on the show, as well as Jacob Lucero, man. I appreciate your time and that you took to talk with us here at the stage, Uncle
I appreciate
Mike's.
you for having us, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is dope. This is dope.
All right. So like and follow us on all the social media platforms at Uncle Mike's Portales, and share everything that you can, because we're here about supporting all of you musicians, artists, and comedians. So hopefully we're gonna be able to get that going on as well. So reach out to us, and thank you for watching.
What's this curse that bestowed on me? Why is nobody holding me? What is love without loyalty? What's a crown without royalty? People say that you roll with me, but all they've been showing me all the lies that they told on me. That's why nobody close to me, yeah. You ain't gotta lie about the name you giving me. Just when I come around, please keep that same energy. You ain't gotta lie about the name you giving me. Just when I come around, please keep that same energy. You're getting smaller, blood start lasting longer. Life is getting harder, but my mind is getting smarter. Clicking like a starter, selling steady waters till the climate hit. Cheese the switch and causes problems just to bother. But who do I call when there's no one around? Taking my loss and I'm losing my ground. Set off all my sirens, still ain't making a sound. Ain't even up and you bringing me down. Aim for the crown, wanted it dead, no use for it now. But I'm crossing it off and I'm taking account. Letting you watch like I'm stuck on the mount. A lot of you hating don't know what I'm about. Never be flexing or showing my count. Still I be the one who be taking the crowd. What's this curse to bestow on me? Why is nobody holding me? What is love without loyalty? What's a crown without royalty? People say that they roll with me, but all they been showing me are the lies that they told on me. That's why nobody holding me down. You ain't gotta lie about the name you giving me. Just when I come around, please keep that same energy. You ain't gotta lie about the name you giving me. Just when I come around, please keep that same energy. Remember when I told you I would reach the top? Remember when I told you I would never stop? Remember when you told me it would never be? To stop following my dreams and face reality. But I'm getting this money and no one will stop me. Came up with it again, now they don't wanna copy. Straight from the shadow, they wishing they caught me up in this vision. These niggas be floppy, remaining so sinless and staining the most. These niggas be barely just striking the boast. This is my party, and like I'm the host. Cause I'm doing shows, killing the boo, creating new foes. Bitch be lazy, just doing the most. Wanting a chain, wanting a wear. Those are the things you were slave for the most. Why is nobody holding me? What is love without loyalty? What's a crown without royalty? People say that they roll with me, but all they been showing me all the lies that they told on me. That's why nobody close to me, yeah. You ain't gotta lie about the name you giving me. But when I come around, please keep that same energy. You ain't gotta lie about the name you giving me. Just when I come around, please keep that same energy. Remember when I told you I would reach the top? Remember when I told you I would never stop? Remember when you told me it could never be? To stop following my dreams and face reality. Hey, what's up? I'm not home right now. Leave a message. Hey G, why you never call no more? Come around or even play bar no more. I swear you used to be cool. Back in the day we would kick it in school. Whenever I would call, you would come quick. Prices on the low when I needed my fix. But now that we're grown, I just feel so alone. Where no one to watch my six. To watch my six. To watch my six. Why you never call no more? Come around or even play ball no more. I swear we used to be cool. Back in the day we would kick it in school. Let me ask you this, when's the last time you remembered I exist? Or even in my line talking about, hey bro, yo, how you been? Cause if I wasn't for the shit that I did, for the we was all down in the dark in a bitch, just sober and starving and shit. Like if I had $1 for everything that I did, I'd probably buy a chain and a whip and some rims and still buy your ass a drink and some chips. How many times did you put in for gas? How many times did you ask me for cash? How many times did you give that shit back and still you had my damn back, bro? All you really get it up quick. Now I got to watch my six. To watch my six. To watch my six. Why you never call no more? Come around or even play ball no more. I swear we used to be cool. Back in the day we kick it in school. No one knows me more than my mother. No one knows me more than my brother. All of my sisters from another bar, all we ever had was each other. So don't call you family. And please understand that I know who I am and I know where I stand. But if you're not part of that pack, then look at where you're from and take your ass back. Cause I do this on my own, I ain't even at my throne. That you're calling me and asking for a bone. And the only time you call to ask when I'm home is to come and ask me for a loan. So don't come around talking about that you know me. All you gotta help was homies. If you really think you're slick, but the fact of the matter is you never really trust me. Watch my six. Watch my six. To watch my six. Why I don't call no more? Come around or even play ball no more. Yeah, we used to be cool, but the last time we kicked it was back in school.